Well, hey folks, it's John with Ozarks Backroads with you here today. We're back at it again. We're back in the woods here in the Ozarks. We're up in Reynolds County, Missouri, which is kind of the northeastern part of the Ozarks, getting up in the northeastern corner of it. We're on the Mighty Tiger, and we're on a mission to find an old iron mine at a place called Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia Mining Company came into this area in 1875. They set up a mining operation, and the town that sprang up around this was called Nova Scotia. They set up a huge blast furnace, and they went to bringing the iron ore out of the ground and smelting it down and hauling the iron out of here. By 1885, the deposit had played out, and the mining company packed up and left. Everybody left, and not only did they leave, they packed up their houses. They salvaged all the lumber, tore everything down, and took it out with them. So there isn't much left there out in the woods other than the mine pit and some old foundations where the blast furnace used to sit. And then there's a huge area where they were making charcoal, huge charcoal pits. They were cutting timber out of this area and making charcoal there in these huge charcoal pits to fire their blast furnace to smelt the ore down. So we'll jump on the Tiger. We'll head up into the woods here and see if we can find this historic site. It's all growed up, and I'm not even sure we'll be able to locate it, but we're going to give it a try. Stick around. We're going to see what we can find down here, and I hope we can get to it. Information about this is kind of sparse. 1885 is when they pulled out. So that's been a while. That's 130 years. And there's a lot of interesting history that went along with this. In this area in the northeastern Ozarks, there were several iron mines. So there were other iron mines in the area, but this particular iron mine, the Nova Scotia Mining Company, came in here and took this deposit out. It was the richest deposit. It was said that the average concentration of iron in the ore was over 60% iron in the iron ore. So anyhow, we'll run down here and see if we can get into it. So this isn't like a tourist attraction or a place that is marked. It's just, you know, the forest is growing back up over it and in it, and it's kind of disappeared. It's lost from history. We're going to see if we can find it. I know approximately where it was located, so there should be a trail, an old road. They had a huge charcoal pits set up where they were making charcoal. They cut the timber out of this country in here and out of this area to fuel that blast furnace that they set up. They had a huge blast furnace. At the time, it was said it was the largest blast furnace that had ever been built. And it was 50-something feet tall, and I don't know what the diameter was, but it was a very large blast furnace. But anyhow, they cleared the timber out of this area. They said that they had cleared the timber. By the time the mine shut down, they had cleared all the timber within a 6-mile radius of the mine. According to the map, you know, the map's never wrong. This is the way. Whoo! Yeah, this is going to be some bushwhacking down in here. So now we're just looking for signs of a trail heading off into the woods here to the left is what we're after. Something to indicate a road that. So far, I'm not seeing anything that looks like a trail or a path or even a depression where a road would have been. Yeah, boy. A lot of trees can grow in 130 years. I don't believe there's a lot of traffic up this road. Probably not going to run into any tourists in here. Man, I am just vacuuming up spiders. I guarantee you they're crawling all over me. I've been running through webs all up through here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the windshield, 5. I'm pretty sure I got them all over me too. These spiders, they don't bite people that we're running through. They're not any concern. They're just, you know, don't get grossed out by them. Oh, got a spider in my helmet with me. Get him off my face, get him off my face. All right. This is as far as it goes. Dadgummit. Well, I'm gonna go back to where it showed the place to be, just off of the trail on the map, and just take a walk in the woods in that area and see if there's anything to be seen there. It's really all I can do. I can't just take off in the woods, that's pointless. I do not want to fall off of this into that. Let's see. We'll go around that. Man, oh man, how have we not seen a woolly booger out here? How is that even possible? There's also there's a cemetery that they had there during the mining years. A lot of the headstones were wooden headstones. They're gone, but there's one that marks a mass grave of the cholera. They had a cholera outbreak during the 1875 to 85 while they were mining there. They had a cholera outbreak. And I think there were 17 buried there during that one outbreak. And cholera, you know, that's from drinking bad water. They weren't boiling, apparently they weren't boiling their water. I'm not sure they knew what caused cholera in the 1870s. So they probably didn't even know to boil their water. But yeah, 17 victims there, they said, were buried in that one. I believe it is I found a picture of that grave site there. It's marked with kind of a square rock stacked up around it. You can see it. I'll see if I can find that picture. So it shows it to be in this area here. Right down in here. Oh. If I can get the bike to set up, we'll just take us a little walk. And I guarantee you we're going to find spiders galore. Well, no big surprise. I took a pretty good hike down in the woods, went all through the area where the town was marked on the map, and went a big area around it. I didn't find any road beds, I didn't find anything. And then I found another trail that heads towards the lake that they built for a reservoir. At the same time that the mining was going on, they built a lake on the other side of the ridge down here in the bottom. And they ran a pipeline from the lake to the town, and they pumped water up to the town. But anyhow, we're going to run and back to the highway and around on the other side of the ridge, on the next ridge, and come down and look at the lake that they built. The dam that they built is still there and still holding the water in the lake. So the dam's 140 years old. So we'll go look at that. It'll be rock, I presume. Whew, I need some air on my body right now. All right. This makes the map happy. If the map's happy, I'm happy. Okay, there's the lake. I can see it from here. Ah, I can see the old dam from here. I'm starting to get excited, folks. Nothing gets my blood going like old dams. This is the tail end, the outlet end of the lake, or the inlet end of the lake, where the little stream runs into the lake. And it's got some all kinds of water lilies in it. The dam you can see on the far end looks like it's an earthen dam. We'll have to get over there on it and see if there's how the outlet works. There's going to be an outlet somewhere. That may be where the rock's at, but the biggest part of it there's just earth. We'll go check it out. So the lake's kind of horseshoe shaped. It's got a cove back in here, and then the main lake's out here. And the dam is back there. That's an earthen dam. Looks to me like I'm going to have to go back around to the other side over there on that other road and walk down and see if we can get around on the back side of it over there. Looks like we've had some folks camping down in here. We got a fire ring right on just up off the edge of the lake here, and a beautiful view. This would not be a bad place at all to camp out. It'd be pretty cool. Well, we took a look at the lake on this side. I'm gonna run around here to the other side and see if we can get to the dam off of that trail that led out of that other parking area. I want to get a look at that. So this is the old busted up campgrounds. It's been neglected for what, 50 years, 60 years? No, 30 or 40 years maybe. It's a shame. This looked like it would have been a pretty nice place. There's a fire ring. Somebody's been staying there. There's another one there. I guess you camp for free nowadays. I certainly wouldn't pay to stay here, but all right, we'll go over here. All these parking areas, I'm sure that was a trail down to the lake over here. Take a walk down here and see if we can figure this out. Well, we've made it to the back side of the dam here at the outlet. And this is the overflow portion here, the spillway, I guess. And this thing is concrete. They poured this out of concrete back in the late 1870s, early 1880s. And it looks like it might be a little jammed up, got trees growing up in it. And look at this concrete, the earth is settled away from it. You can see the old creek rock in that concrete. They don't use concrete like that anymore for, that's pretty old stuff when you see that old creek rock in there. Really cool is this, it's got rebar in it, except it's not rebar. I don't know what that is, some kind of metal rod, but it's smooth. So it must have been whatever they had before what we consider rebar these days. That's what was in this. It's hanging out of it in different places. It looks like it had some kind of a structure built right here, and it's broke off. So I'm not sure what was here. There may have been a valve. There may be a valve at the bottom of this thing, and there may be the valve stem and the wheel up here. A lot of times you see that on spillways, but it's gone. The old spillway itself is totally plugged with dirt and debris out of the lake. It hadn't been cleaned out in forever. Really plugged up. So the lake's going to get pretty high before it overtops this. You can see they've got some rock stacked up. Probably the way they used to do these on these earthen dams is they built the earthen dam, and then they, on the water side from the top down into the lake, they paved them with rocks like you see right there. But most of them are gone, or well, they're probably just gone. Beautiful lake. It's got a whole lot of water lilies in it. I bet when those things are all flowered out in the spring, it's really pretty. No flowers now though. Oh, the dam's failing. Looks like. It's been overtopped, looks like. Which doesn't surprise me. It's all eroded away right here. And you can see what's in the dam. It's all rock. They've piled rock in there to make up the structure and then put earth over it. And you can see all these rocks that have fallen out of the dam right here. So this dam isn't going to be here forever. So the lake's just a few feet below this cut right now. Not a lot of bank between that and lake draining right out of this. Ooh! Can you imagine all the rocks it took to build this dam? Totally full of rock. Take a look at the lake here on off the back side of it. Pretty sweet. I think this is the place to camp up here. Well, folks, there's an old saying that goes like this: sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you. Well, today the bear got me. I didn't find Nova Scotia townside or the mine or any of that out in the woods. I think I will revisit the subject of Nova Scotia, Missouri again when I have more information. We did get to find a little Nova Scotia lake and the old dam there that's failing. The lake's been there a long time and that dam's not been taken care of, so one of these days it'll probably be in the history books as well. I invite you all to come back and see me till I catch up with you again. You all take care of yourselves. We'll catch you next time.